back to the channel. There's some topics lately floating around on the internet, and one of them has caught my attention. Hollywood actors, are there still any left? A-list Hollywood actors. How many can you name? You know, we've forgotten about that over time. And there's so much content out there. And we could talk about, you know, streaming services, physical media. I never understood, you know, what was a Hollywood actor, what it was, you know, to be an A-list actor. And pretty soon, you know, we had the Julia Roberts, the Halle Berrys, the Pierce Brosnans. And, you know, as time went on, I heard less and less of them. And to hear the topic now of who's left on the roster of these big time Hollywood actors, like honestly, the more films I watch, the more I pay attention to who's in them, what the movie's about. And to me, over the last 5-10 years, I think at the top of my head, you know, A-list actors, you know, obviously the Tom Cruise is going to be at the top, Mr. Tom Hanks, Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Denzel Washington, of course. Will Smith used to be up there, but his decision making hasn't been the best. But I'm not going to get into that. Aside from that, I think the reason why we don't see our favorite actors anymore is, you know, due to age, aging, their last choice of, you know, the last role they were in. A lot of reasons, health reasons maybe, financial reasons. But in any case, you know, we still have actors working, but it's also a time where social media is at the forefront, and actors have to feel the need to post as much as they can about, you know, to promote their movies. So that is a factor. Old school Hollywood is not relevant. A new movie is the next best thing. And it's a murky topic that has gotten some attention lately. I know Tom Cruise was asked about it. You know, how does it feel to be, you know, one of the last big actors in Hollywood? And he's like, I'm not the last. I don't want to be that. There are several actors out there that are still working today. And I agree. I got mad respect for a guy like, you know, Mr. Brad Pitt. You look at a face like Idris Elba. I find his work to be pretty enjoyable. But then there's talent like Edward Norton, who we don't see that often in roles anymore. Harrison Ford is still working. God bless his soul. But yeah, it's a tricky situation. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who you consider to be, you know, the top A-list movie actors right now, besides Tom Cruise, and where you guys stand on it. Do you think there's still, you know, a batch of A-list Hollywood actors, or is that just, you know, a forgotten thing of the past? Let me know in the comments below. All right, look out for more content very soon, guys. Take care. Folks, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out in the long run. Darkroom Reviews, it's the place you should be subscribed to. Join the channel. It's free.